What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. It was just kind of an impromptu video. We were just out here, Mrs. MIgardener and I, we're just out here harvesting some stuff in the garden, and we realized that the gooseberries and the currants were ripe. Now, what I'm harvesting right now are the red currants. We're going to be harvesting these to make some gooseberry, some currant jelly. And I've never tried it before, but I've always been interested in trying it. So we're going to be doing that. But I wanted to show you guys what we're getting, because this is the first. We've had lots of harvests, but this is the first year where they've been so prolific that it justifies harvesting to make jelly, because it takes a lot of fruit to make jelly. Usually it's just fresh eating. Now, the thing I love so much about currants, they're a little seedy, yeah, but I love the color. Look at the color on these. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And you hold them to the sunlight, like, look at that. They kind of
glisten.
They kind of just glisten in the sun. And I like the way I like to eat them is just take them and pull them right off. They're so good. They're a little tart. They're a little seedy, but like the flavor reminds me of just like, it's kind of like a cranberry. It's like a cranberry, a raspberry, and a grape. We're all combining. Super good. Yeah, so we're gonna get in here and harvest. Check it out. These things are incredibly loaded down. It's amazing. Now, the plants do look a little worse for wear, but also keep in mind, the thing I love so much about growing these fruit trees is the fact that they're a perennial. So they actually grow through a lot of different growing conditions. They're used to droughts, they're used to heat, they're used to cold weather. And you'll notice, even though we haven't had a rain in probably close to 5 weeks now. I mean,
like a good rain.
A good rain in 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been a problem for these. They're just beautiful. And I think they've actually gotten sweeter, to be honest, because of the lack of rain. They're huge this year too. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that.
I see so many.
Look at that. Look at that cluster. Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have multiple different varieties. I don't want to show just the red. I was actually going to show, this is the pink champagne. So the pink champagne does not have the red currant is cultivated for the clusters that are very easy to harvest. Pink champagne is a little more unique in that they have very small little clusters, and you only get like one little berry per cluster, but they are such a beautiful little berry.
They look like little pearls.
They do look like little pearls. And then compare that to the much bigger red currant.
Yeah.
And then we also have over here we've got a big pile of weeds. These are we're actually just letting these kind of break down and compost here because there's a lot of weed material. So we're breaking these down separately. Quick little tip for you guys. If you have weeds that you don't want to spread in your garden, but you still want to compost, make what's considered an isolation compost pile. Basically break all this down, and then over time, it'll actually break down. If anything germinates, it's basically gonna be isolated to just here. So you can weed out whatever germinates and then use the remaining compost. It's a quick little tip. I actually learned it from some of my friends over in England. They do the same thing. So really cool little tip for you guys. But this is the white currant. Now, this is absolutely loaded as well. But look at this branch. Look at that.
I think they all form in the center.
Check that out. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, these also form on little strings. And these are the white currants. And these are highly prized because of how sweet they are. These taste like little, I don't know, like if you ever had boba. These are like, these are little bobas.
Popping bobas.
They're little popping bobas. Much sweeter.
You still have a little bit of tartness for sure.
Oh yeah, currants by nature are going to be tart, but they're much sweeter than other varieties. All right, let's take this whole handful. Let's see what a whole handful of pink, white, and red currants taste like. Whoa, it's like a flavor bomb. Whoa, that's really good. The thing that really comes through is the sweetness of the white, but I think the white are my favorite. The red are definitely more for like culinary use, for making like jams and jellies. Now we have one more variety of currant. It's called the black currant. Now the black currant is commonly used for making preserves, and now it's not my favorite, to be honest. It's quite herbaceous tasting. It tastes kind of a little spicy. It has hints of like cinnamon, cloves. These are far more spicy. If you want to try, you're far more spicy. But they're more they're a little more like aromatic.
They have like anise or something.
More like, yeah, like anise. There's definitely kind of like a licoricey, cinnamony, clovey taste to them, and they're good. They're not my favorite, but they definitely would go good in like a preserve. So I'm gonna get back to harvesting some of these red currants, and we'll see what we get. We'll see what we harvest. So currants are super high in antioxidants. One of the things I absolutely love about them is they're incredibly high in vitamin C, 3 times higher in vitamin C than cranberries, and 4 times higher in vitamin C than oranges even. So the other nice thing too is that because there's so many, a lot of people do have problems with birds early on, but once you get this much fruit production, there's really not that many birds that can eat. And we have birds that are eating these all the time, but I mean, even if we have 5-10 birds, there's so many fruits here that they couldn't really eat them all. So as long as you come out here and harvest, you can definitely get some for yourself and share some with the birds. But if you do have issues with birds, one thing you can do is just kind of cover them with some bird netting. It's a very reliable way to protect your plants from pests. All right, so we're just about done. There's not too many more currants here, red currants that is, on these plants. Got just a few more branches to go, and we will be all done. I want to leave some for the birds. Obviously, I don't mind sharing. There's way more than I have a use for, but we are going to turn these, like I said, into some currant jam or currant jelly. So make sure you head over to our Facebook page. We'll post a picture either on both our Facebook and Instagram page of the finished product, and we're going to take these back and get them processed up. But it's just a fantastic fruit that I wanted to highlight. Super easy to grow. We have a growing guide actually on these as well if you're interested, but extremely easy to grow, and super prolific producer. So you can't go wrong. And it's just one way that you can grow so much food in such a small amount of space. You could throw these in the front yard if you had an HOA and no one would ever even know that you're growing food. I mean, they're beautiful. They're incredibly prolific. They have so many different colors, so many different flavors. Awesome plant to grow. So I recommend trying it. But wow, just look at that. Oh my gosh. Would you come here? Look at that. Look at that.
Just when you thought you were done.
Just when I thought I was done. It's incredible. Oops. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to throw a like up there. And thanks, Cindy, for coming out and recording this quick little impromptu video. And thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you later. Grow big or go home. Bye.